Next topic in application of derivatives, increasing and decreasing function. Before starting increasing and decreasing function, you should know some tools about inequations, with the help of which it is easy to solve questions of increasing and decreasing function. Let there are two real numbers a and b with condition a is less than b. Then if x minus a into x minus b less than 0, and you have to find the value of a and b, then value of x will be between a and b, or a is less than x less than b. The process to find the values of x, it is very easy process. Just draw a number line plus infinite to minus infinite and mention the position of a. Since a is less than b, then lower side a and upper here b, and start from uppermost part with positive side. Positive, negative, positive. Positive means greater than b. Positive we are taking, between a and b negative, and less than a positive. Since x minus a into x minus b less than 0 means negative, and product of these two factors negative, values of x negative means lies between a and b, which we can say x belongs in open interval a to b. Using number line, it's very easy to find the values of x. Our second case, if x minus a into x minus b greater than 0, then using number line, greater than 0 means positive, and x is positive if x is greater than b or less than a. Or in other words, you can say x belongs minus infinite to a, open interval, union b to infinite. Our third case, if product of factors less or equal to 0. Less or equal to 0 is same as first case, only one difference is there. Here a and b is not included because only less than 0. But here equal to 0 also possible. Equal to 0 means values of x may be equal to a or b. Equal also will take means again with same condition. Less or equal to 0 means negative or equal to 0, means you will take value of x as greater or equal to a or less or equal to b, or x belongs in closed interval a to b. Similarly, fourth case, x minus a into x minus b greater or equal to 0 means positive, and positive means minus infinite to a or b to infinite having closed interval, because a and b is also included here. Using number line, it's very easy to solve. Otherwise, second option, if product of two factors negative, it implies either x minus a is negative or x minus b is negative. One negative, second positive. That is a lengthy process to find out. It's very easy to find the values of x using number line. Next, if three factors given. Again, in case of three factors, same process. First, do three numbers a, b, c such that a is less than b less than c. Then if there are three factors x minus a into x minus b into x minus c less than 0, then again draw a number line minus infinite to plus infinite and mention these numbers in a proper order. A is less than b, b is less than c. The three numbers written a, b and c. Then start from uppermost part, because these three numbers divide all real numbers in 1, 2, 3, 4 intervals. Minus infinite to a to b, b to c and c to infinite. If you take any value greater than c, it is positive. It implies if condition given ki less than 0 means negative, and negative values of x you are getting if minus infinite to a or b to c. If x lies between b and c or less than a, you can write x belongs minus infinite to a, open interval, union b to c. Same process. Second part, if greater than 0 means positive, and positive means x belongs A to B union C to infinite. Next, if it is less or equal to 0, it implies point A, B and C are also included here. Equal to 0 written. Therefore, you will write as negative or equal to 0. Negative or equal to 0. Negative means minus infinite to A and equal to 0 at x equal to A. Therefore, minus infinite to A close interval. Union less than 0 between B and C equal to 0 at B and C. Therefore, close interval B to C. Similarly, fourth case, if this product of these three factors greater or equal to 0, if and only if x belongs A to B close interval, it is positive or equal to 0. The positive between A and B equal to 0 at x equal to A and x equal to B. Therefore, close interval A to B union, it is equal to 0 at x equal to C or greater than C means C to infinite. It is very easy to find values of x if product of two factors given, product of three factors, or same process you can apply for product of four factors or five factors. Five numbers mentioned here, a number line, and after that you can solve it. Next situation arises. After solving you are getting result in the form of inequations in fraction. The four numbers given A, B, C, D in A less than B less than C less than D. Arrange these numbers A, B, C, D. Divide this all real numbers in 5 plus 5 intervals. If question you are getting like that, x minus a into x minus b upon x minus c into x minus d greater than 0. So first you write these four numbers in proper order on number line. Then again same process, plus minus plus minus plus. Now it is greater than 0, and greater than 0 means positive, and positive you will get minus infinite to A union B to C union D to infinite as written. Similarly, if less than 0 written, then less than 0 means negative. So between A and B or between C and D means x belongs A to B open interval union C to D. If any question you are getting like that, easily you can solve and complete your answer. Now, main topic, increasing and decreasing function. Definition: a function f(x) is said to be strictly increasing function if you are taking two numbers x1 and x2 belongs in given interval I. I means it is subset of domain of f. Then if you are getting fx1 less than fx2, then you can say function is strictly increasing. Or in other words, you can say if values of fx increase with the increase in the value of x, then fx is known as increasing function or strictly increasing function. As in figure you can observe here, graph of function is drawn here. There are 2 points x1 and x2. Here x1 is less than x2. Then fx1 means height of curve at this point is less than height of curve at x2. Then we can say function is strictly increasing function. Or if word written only increasing function. Or before that, if strictly increasing written, then example fx equal to x square. Increasing function from 0 to infinite. Let two numbers in the domain of given function means 0 to infinite in the given interval such that x1 less than x2. Then easily you can solve. If x1 is less than x2, then x1 minus x2 less than 0. Since x1 and x2 both are positive real number, then multiply both sides by x1 plus x2. Inequality remains same. But if x1 minus x2 into x1 plus x2, you will get x1 square minus x2 square less than 0. Or x1 square less than x2 square. And x1 square means fx1 and x2 square means fx2 means fx1 less than fx2 means value of function at x1 is less than value of function at x2. Or you can say x1 less than x2 implies fx1 less than fx2 or given function fx equal to x square is strictly increasing in the interval 0 to infinite. For verification, just take two numbers 2 and 4. If I am taking 2 and 4, 2 less than 4, then value of fx1 means 2 square. Then 2 square is also less than 4 square. And 2 square less than 4 square means you can say fx1 or f2 means value of function at x equal to 2. f2 is less than value of function at x equal to 4 means f4. Hence 2 is less than 4 implies f2 less than f4. That is verified here. Means value of function at first point is less than value of function at second point. Now next, increasing function. In first case you have observed strictly increasing, here increasing means a function fx is said to be increasing function in interval I if x1 less than x2 means two numbers from interval you are taking as x1 x2. If x1 less than x2 implies fx1 less than fx2 or fx1 equal to fx2, both are possible, then we can say function is increasing function. Here you can observe, if here you are taking two numbers x1 x2, then you can observe x1 less than x2 but fx1 less than fx2. But here if it is parallel to x-axis, then between these two, if I are taking 2 points x1 x2, here you can observe height of graph at x1 is same height as height of graph at x2 means fx1 equal to fx2. After x2 again, if I are taking any point here, then fx1 is less than fx2. Therefore, if x1 less than x2, you are getting result as value of function at x1 less or equal to value of function at x2, then we can say function is increasing function. Now next, strictly decreasing function means if I are taking two value numbers x1 and x2 from interval I such that x1 less than x2, then if you are getting value of function at x1 is greater than value of function at x2, then function is known as strictly decreasing function. Here you can observe it. Means the value of fx is decreases with the increase in the value of x. Value of x you are going to increase, but fx decrease. In this graph easily you can observe at x equal to x1. Second number is x2. x1 less than x2, but height of curve at x1 is fx1 and height of curve at x2 is fx2. x1 less than x2, but fx1 is greater than fx2. Height of curve at x equal to x1 is greater than height of curve at x equal to x2. Or in other words, you can say the value of function at x1 is greater than the value of function at x equal to 2. In this case, you can say function is known as strictly decreasing function. For example, fx equal to 3 minus 2x. Take two numbers x1, x2 such that x1 less than x2. If we multiply by minus 2 in both sides, when we multiply by minus sign, sign of inequality will change. In class 11th, you have covered this part. Means minus 2x1 greater than minus 2x2. Addition of 3 in both sides. 3 minus 2x1 greater than 3 minus 2x2. Or fx1 greater than fx2. We have taken x1 less than x2. But result we are getting is fx1 greater than fx2. Means we can say fx equal to 3 minus 2x is strictly decreasing function on real number r. Again, one example you can take for verification. Take two numbers 3 or we take 2 less than 5. Here 2 less than 5. Now find out f2. f2 means in place of x write down 2. So 3 minus 2 into 2 4 means you are getting value of f2 equal to 3 minus 2 into 2. 3 minus 2 into 2 means 3 minus 4 equal to minus 1. And f5, value of f5, just to put in place of x as 5, you will get value of f5 3 minus 2 into 5. So 3 minus 10 equal to minus 7. Hence you can observe f2 means value of function at x equal to 2 is greater than value of function at x equal to 5. Means 2 is less than 5 but f2 is greater than f5. Hence function is known as strictly decreasing function. Now next, decreasing function. Means a function is said to be decreasing in interval I if x1 less than x2, you are getting result as fx1 greater or equal to fx2. Easily you can observe here. Two numbers x1, x2 taken here. fx1 equal to fx2. But after this interval, we are taking here 2 points. x1, x2, you can observe here. fx1 is greater than fx2. In this interval, fx1 equal to fx2. After here, again fx1 greater than fx2. It implies in whole interval I, if we are taking any 2 points, then if x1 less than x2, then we are getting two results, fx1 greater than fx2 or fx1 equal to fx2. In this situation, you can say function is decreasing function. Now next, constant function or monotonic function. Constant function means in class 10th, 11th you have covered about constant function. A function said to be constant function in interval I if fx equal to constant means value of function remains unchanged for every value of x. You are taking fx equal to 5 for any real number or for any value of x, fx is always 5. It is known as constant function. And if constant function, if you draw the graph of constant function, then always you will get it is parallel to x-axis. Monotonic function. A function fx is said to be monotonic if it is either increasing or decreasing, but not both in the same interval. If interval I given, in whole interval, if the function is increasing or function is decreasing, then you can say function is monotonic function. I hope definition of both is clear. That is constant function and monotonic function. Now next, conditions for monotonic function. Some theorems are conditions of monotonic function. In theorem, let a function fx is continuous in closed interval ab and differentiable in open interval ab. Means interval is given ab, it is continuous means there is no break This function is defined at each and every point in the interval, and differentiable means at each and every point there exists one and only one tangent. Then you can say function is continuous and differentiable in open interval. In other words, you can say if f dash x is defined at each and every point in open interval AB, then it is known as differentiable. Then if f dash x is greater than 0 in the given interval AB, then fx is strictly increasing. That is the main application of derivative. Previous topic whatever we have covered in this video, that is without using derivative, the method by which we can check function is increasing or decreasing. Now using derivative, if function f is given, find out f dash x. If f dash x is greater than 0, means positive in the given interval AB, then you can say it is strictly increasing function. F dash x represent tangent to the curve at a point. If tangent at every point on the curve y equal to fx makes acute angle with positive direction of x-axis, then we can say function is increasing function. Here you can observe y equal to fx graph is given. You take any 2 point on the graph, easily you can observe if x1 less than x2, then fx1 less than fx2. Now using derivative, at any point if we draw tangent, then value of f dash x greater than 0 means f dash represent tan theta. Value of tan theta greater than 0, it implies theta lies in first quadrant. And first quadrant means acute angle with positive direction of x-axis. If angle between tangent and positive direction of x-axis is acute angle, then we can say tan theta is greater than 0. And tan theta greater than 0 means f dash x is greater than 0. Then function is strictly increasing function in the given interval I. And I means subset of domain of fx. Now, for example, if function is given, we have to find the interval in which function is strictly increasing. For strictly increasing condition, you know, f dash x should be greater than 0. First write down fx equal to 2x cube minus 24x plus 5. Differentiate with respect to x. After differentiation, f dash x equal to 2 into differentiation of x cube, 3x square. So 2 into 3, 6, 6x square. Minus 24, differentiation of x is 1. Minus 24 into 1, 24. Plus differentiation of constant is 0. Therefore, plus 0, which is not written here. F dash x equal to 6x square minus 24. 6 common, x square minus 4. X square minus 4 further factorize x plus 2 into x minus 2. The value of f dash x after factorization, you are getting 6 into x plus 2 into x minus 2. Since function is increasing, means f dash x greater than 0 or 6 into x plus 2 into x minus 2 greater than 0. 6 transfer right side are divided by 6. Then x plus 2 into x minus 2 greater than 0. Already in the beginning of video we have discussed if product of two factors greater than 0, then x belongs minus infinite to 2 union 2 to infinite, or just use concept of number line. There are two numbers minus 2 and plus 2. Mention here one number as minus 2 and second is plus 2. And number line as plus infinite to minus infinite. Now whole class interval is divided in 3 intervals. Now x plus 2 into x minus 2 greater than 0. Start here. First interval positive, then negative, then positive. In the beginning, we have discussed this concept. Since x plus 2 into x minus 2 greater than 0, it implies x is greater than 2 or less than minus 2. Therefore, x belongs minus infinite to minus 2 union 2 to infinite. Hence, we can say function is increasing or strictly increasing in the interval minus infinite to minus 2 or union 2 to infinite. Now, next theorem. If function fx is continuous in closed interval ab, differentiable in open interval, and f dash x less than 0, then fx is strictly decreasing function in given interval ab. That is, tangent at every point on the curve makes an obtuse angle with positive direction of x-axis. Graph easily you can observe here. If you take any 2 points on the graph, then we can say if x1 less than x2, then fx1 greater than fx2. Using derivative function, find out f dash x. F dash x represent slope of tangent. Slope of tangent means angle between x-axis and tangent. If angle between x-axis and tangent is obtuse, then tan theta will be negative. Obtuse means second quadrant, and second quadrant tan is negative. If tan theta is negative, means f dash x is less than 0. Therefore, if f dash x is less than 0, then function is strictly decreasing function. For example, function fx is given 2x cube minus 24x plus 5. You have to find the values of x while function is strictly decreasing. Example is same as previous I have taken. Given function fx equal to 2x cube minus 24x plus 5. Differentiate with respect to x. F dash x equal to 6x square minus 24 after factorization 6 into x plus 2 into x minus 2. Since function is decreasing, means f dash x less than 0, and if f dash x less than 0 means 6 into x plus 2 into x minus 2 less than 0, or x plus 2 into x minus 2 less than 0. Therefore, x belongs in the interval minus 2 to plus 2. Again, you can use here number line concept. And using number line, easily you can confirm the values of x. Just mention 2 points, minus 2, then 2, and in this pattern, just divide interval positive, negative, and positive. Less than 0 means negative, minus 2 to plus 2, x belongs minus 2 to plus 2. Hence, we can say function is strictly decreasing in the interval minus 2 to plus 2. Now, next, third part of theorem. If function is continuous and differentiable and f dash x equal to 0, f dash x equal to 0 means slope of tangent equal to 0, and slope of tangent equal to 0 means angle between line tangent and positive direction of x-axis 0. It is possible only when if tangent is parallel to x-axis. Therefore, if f dash x equal to 0, then we can say tangent is parallel to x-axis. Means if we are taking x1, x2 2 points, x1 less than x2, then fx1 is equal to fx2. Then function is known as constant function. Some solved questions. In question number 1, find the interval in which function is increasing or decreasing. Given function is fx equal to x power 4 minus 8x cube plus 22x square minus 24x plus 21. differentiate with respect to x. F dash x equal to x power 4 differentiation is 4x cube minus 8x cube differentiation 24x square plus 22x square differentiate 44x minus 24x differentiation is 24 plus 0. Now next step, take 4 common. X cube minus 6x square plus 11x minus 6. Now using remainder theorem, we have to factorize it. If we put x equal to 1, then value of binomial is 0 because 1 minus 6 plus 11 minus 6. 11 minus 11, 0. It implies x minus 1 is a factor of this binomial. Divide by x minus 1. The remaining part you can write as x square minus 5x plus 6. Split middle term and further factorize and we will get result 4 into x minus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 3. Your first task, write down the function, differentiate and factorize it. Since for increasing or decreasing, before that f dash x equal to 0. If f dash x equal to 0, then what happen? Values of x you will get as 1, 2 and 3. 3 values of x you are getting. Then for strictly increasing, f dash x greater than 0. F dash x greater than 0 means 4 into x minus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 3 greater than 0. Or x minus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 3 greater than 0. On number line, just mention 3 points 1, 2 and 3. We start from uppermost part, plus, minus, plus, minus. It is greater than 0. Greater than 0 means positive, and positive between 1 and 2 are greater than 3. It implies x belongs in the interval, open interval 1 to 2, union 3 to infinite. Hence, you can say function is strictly increasing in the interval 1 to 2, union 3 to infinite. Same process, second part, for decreasing. F dash x less than 0. Less than 0 means negative, and negative easily you can here observe one number line. Means x minus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 3 less than 0. Means x belongs minus infinite to 1, union 2 to 3. Hence we can say given function is strictly decreasing in the interval minus infinite to 1, union 2 to infinite. Or you can say it is strictly decreasing if x is less than 1 or between 2 and 3. Second, solve example. Function fx equal to x minus 1 upon x. We have to show it is increasing if x is greater than 0. Same process, domain of function is already given here. That is all real numbers. Greater than 0 means domain of f is 0 to infinite. Given function is fx equal to x minus 1 upon x. Differentiate. The differentiation of x is 1 and differentiation of 1 upon x is minus 1 upon x square. Minus minus plus 1 upon x square means f dash x equal to 1 plus 1 upon x square. Here easily you can observe x square, since value of x is greater than 0, x square will be always positive. It implies 1 plus 1 upon x always greater than 0. Or you can say always greater than 1. Hence, a given function is strictly increasing in the given interval or for all positive real numbers. Now one more question that is very important for board purpose. Function is given sin power 4x plus cos power 4x. Interval 0 less or equal to x less or equal to pi by 2 means in first quadrant. You have to check or you have to find the interval in which function is increasing or decreasing in first quadrant. Step first, write down the function and differentiate it. Differentiation of sine power 4, apply chain rule. 4 sine cube x into differentiation of sine cos x. Differentiation of cos power 4, 4 cos cube x into differentiation of cos x minus sine x. Therefore, plus minus multiply minus. The next step, take common 4 sine x cos x. Minus also common, because in this case you will get minus sine square x plus cos square x. And minus sine square x plus cos square x formula you know, that is cos 2x. Here minus 2 into 2 sin x cos x we can write as sin 2x, minus 2 sin 2x into cos 2x. Then again formula 2 sin a cos a, sin 2a means sin 4x with minus sign. After solving you are getting f dash x equal to minus sin 4x. Since values of x given as 0 less or equal to x less or equal to pi by 2, which implies here angle is given as 4x multiplied by 4x. 4 into 0 means 0 less or equal to 4x less or equal to 4 into pi by 2 means 2 pi. The values of 4x lies between 0 and 2 pi. Now, condition for increasing f dash x greater than 0 means minus sin 4x greater than 0 multiply by minus 1 sin 4x less than 0, and sin is negative in which quadrant? Third and fourth quadrant. Third and fourth means from 180 to 360 degree means pi to 2 pi. 4x belongs pi to 2 pi. Therefore, x belongs divided by 4, pi by 4 to pi by 2. The function is increasing if x belongs pi by 4 to pi by 2. Second part, for strictly decreasing, f dash x should be less than 0. F dash x means minus sin 4x less than 0 multiply by minus sin 4x greater than 0. Sin 4x greater than 0 means 4x belongs 0 to pi, because in first and second quadrant sin is positive. Divided by 4, it implies x belongs 0 by 4 means 0 to pi by 4. Hence, function is decreasing in interval 0 to pi by 4. The given question was 0 to pi by 2 in first quadrant. You have to check. In first quadrant, 0 to pi by 4 function is decreasing, and pi by 4 to pi by 2 function is increasing. Now, some questions for practice. In question number 1, you have to find the interval in which function is sin x plus cos x is increasing or decreasing. Values of x in which you have to check 0 less or equal to x less than 2 pi. In question number 2, find the values of x for which fx equal to x into x minus 2 whole square, or you can say x square into x minus 2 whole square is an increasing function. And question number 3, find the interval in which function fx is increasing or decreasing. Function is given as x cube minus 12x square plus 36x plus 17. In this pattern, these 3 questions you have to solve and complete.